Imagine this. You've just graduated from school. You've got the certificate, the grades, the applause. But then, reality hits. Rent is due. Your boss is difficult. Relationships get messy. You feel lost, anxious, and overwhelmed. And suddenly you realize none of the things you memorized in textbooks, none of the dates or equations can actually help you here. This is the truth. School teaches you how to pass exams, but it doesn't teach you how to live life. Today I am going to share a story that reveals the lesson school forgot to teach you and why it might just change everything for you. There was once a young man named Arjun. He was the kind of student every parent wished for. Top of his class, perfect grades, a walking encyclopedia. Everyone believed he was destined for greatness. But the moment Arjun stepped out of school, life wasn't as simple as filling out answer sheets. His first job interview didn't go as planned. When asked, "Tell us about yourself," he froze. He had never been taught how to express his strengths. He had never been taught confidence. Later, in his workplace, Arjun struggled again. When conflicts arose with coworkers, he avoided them because school had never shown him how to handle disagreements. At home, Arjun's parents wanted him to take a major life decision: marriage, finances, and responsibilities. But he felt paralyzed because school had never trained him to understand his own emotions, let alone make life choices. Slowly, his perfect grades didn't seem to matter. Arjun realized something painful. School had prepared him for tests on paper, but not for the tests of real life. Arjun's story is not unique. Maybe you see yourself in him. Maybe you worked hard, passed the exams, got the degree, and yet when life demanded wisdom, you felt empty-handed. Why is that? Because life doesn't ask, "What year did the French Revolution begin?" Life asks, "How do you stay calm when you're about to lose your job?" Life asks, "How do you rebuild trust when a relationship breaks?" Life asks, "How do you find meaning when everything feels pointless?" These are the real questions. And the sad truth is, most schools never prepare us for them. So what's the missing subject that school doesn't teach? It's not advanced math. It's not fancy science. It's life intelligence. The ability to understand yourself, the courage to face failure, the skill to communicate with others, the wisdom to manage money, time, and emotions. Think about it. In school, failure was the worst thing that could happen. But in life, failure is how you learn. Every mistake is a teacher. In school, working alone was encouraged. Don't copy, don't share answers. But in life, success is built on teamwork, relationships, and networks. In school, you were rewarded for knowing the right answer. In life, the most powerful people are those who can ask the right questions. This is the subject Arjun never studied, and this is the subject you and I need to master, because without it, no degree can save us. So how do we build this life intelligence? Here are 3 simple practices. First, learn to pause and reflect. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what went well? What didn't? What did I learn about myself? Reflection is your real homework. Second, or practice emotional awareness. Don't just say, "I'm angry." Ask yourself, why am I angry? What need is unmet? The moment you name it, you control it. Third, value people more than facts. Knowledge is everywhere, but wisdom comes from relationships. Listen more, connect deeper, and watch how life opens up. Years later, Arjun learned this truth. He started reading not just textbooks, but books about life. He learned to talk, to listen, to fail, and to rise again. He was no longer just a student of school. He became a student of life. And that, my friends, is the lesson school doesn't teach, but life demands. So let me ask you, what is one thing you wish school had taught you about life? Share it in the comments below, and if this story gave you perspective, don't forget to subscribe to Stories of Wisdom for more lessons that textbooks forget to teach. Because in the end, school might give you knowledge, but wisdom, that's something you have to seek for yourself.